Coming up on this edition of Hawkeye News.
It has been billed as one of the most important elections in the history of our community and school district, and over 1,500 registered voters in Red Oak ISD felt it was important enough to get out and vote for the $95 million bond package that was approved on May 12th. Hear the election results and what this means for the future. Details straight ahead.
Plus, after 10 straight months of hard work, the Mighty Hawk Band certainly deserves a little break. The band recently had another road trip as they competed in late April in the Galveston competition in Galveston, Texas. Here are the competition results, as they were able to perform at the old 1894 Grand Opera House.
Also, 52 seniors were awarded a total of $151,050 in local scholarships at the annual Senior Awards Night held at Red Oak High School. We have highlights of the event. Find out who the big winners were later in our show.
It's time once again for all of us to take our embarrassment as producer Alan Oliver brings us one more look at those bloopers and blunders and outtakes from behind the scenes of Hawkeye News.
All coming up on this season finale of Hawkeye News.
You're watching Hawkeye News with Katie Stanglin, Brandon Scott, Sports with Curtis Kelsey, plus Leslie Rangel with our crime-fighting reports, and more news coverage with our Hawkeye News Junior High team. Also, What's Up at the WC with Lexi Belote. Plus, academic and student life reports with our Hawkeye News team. Hawkeye News.
Leadership
you can depend on.
Hawkeye News starts now.
Welcome to our final edition of Hawkeye News. I'm Leslie Rangel, filling in for Brandon Scott.
And I'm Katie Stanglin.
We have lots to report on this month for our season finale of Hawkeye News.
That's right, Leslie. It's hard to believe that the school year is almost over. Time really does fly when you're having fun.
I know, it really does. Most of us have been busy with final exams and some with college preparations. But before we say goodbye, we will take a look at this month's top stories.
On May 15th, the Red Oak ISD Board of Trustees made it official with the hiring of Mr. Scott Nevin as the district superintendent.
Mr. Nevin will take over the district at the end of the school year and will be hard at work over the summer moving his family to the area and preparing for the 2007-2008 school year. Mr. Niven received his bachelor's degree in business administration from the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville in 1988. Master's degree in educational administration from Texas A&M University, Texarkana, and has been recognized by the Texas A&M University Texarkana as a Sid Richardson Fellow and Distinguished Alumni. During his tenure as superintendent, Mr. Niven developed an inclusive strategic planning process with the school board, community, staff, and students at Liberty ILU ISD.
Mr. Niven provided effective instrumental leadership that achieved consistent increases in tax scores at the Liberty ILU ISD. Mr. Niven has also worked hard to level the academic playing field for all students. As the best school districts in Texas for African American students 2002 through 2005 ranks Liberty ILU ISD 13th in the state for providing the best education to African American students. Mr. Niven has 2 daughters and 1 son. Morgan, age 14, Mackenzie, age 12, and Matthew, 1. His wife, Christy, has a master's degree in elementary education and a master's degree in educational administration.
The school board president expressed recently that he was truly overjoyed at the selection of Mr. Niven, and we at Hawkeye News would like to be some of the first to say, welcome to Red Oak, Mr. Niven.
And to your family as well. We look forward to working with you and promoting the great news from Red Oak ISD. It has been billed as one of the most important elections in the history of our community and school district.
And 1,525 registered voters felt it was important enough to get out and vote for the $95 million bond package that was approved on May 12th.
Many members of the community, including members of administration and the Growth Management Committee, along with Superintendent Scott Niven, had much to celebrate at the watch party held election night at Woodin Elementary. The bond package, which included a new Red Oak High School, a new Shields Elementary, and extensive renovation and upgrades throughout the district, has been for many months presented to the voters and residents by Associate Superintendent Russ Shutman, Public Relations Director Karen Miller, and many members of the Growth Management Committee. Information provided by the district gave voters the true facts on current population and expected growth in Red Oak, according to information provided by the North Central Texas Council of Government.
The citizens of the city of Red Oak also chose to send candidates Ben Goodwin and Don Little to a runoff election in place 2, while re-electing Councilman Casey Hargrove to a second term with a 322 to 321 vote over challenger Bill Brown for place 4, and electing Andy Bell to City Council place 5 to fill the position that has been held the past 3 years by Mr. Gary Autry, who did not seek re-election. The runoff will take place on Saturday, June 9th in place 2. Councilman Hargrove and Councilman Bell took their oaths of office on May 15th after the votes were canvassed in Red Oak. The passing of the bond, again, will be a signal for school officials to move forward in the next step in the process.
And to all of those who took time to vote, no matter who or what you voted for or against, thanks for showing our students and community the importance of voting in our country. Hawkeye News would like to thank French Club sponsor Ms. Burns for letting us know that the 2007-2008 French Club president will be Matt Lawson, with the vice president being Donald Dewberry. Congratulations, Matt and Donald, and if other sponsors would like us to announce your officers, teams, or other information for the 07-08 school year, please send us an email.
Red Oak is so fortunate to have such outstanding students who represent our school, but this time I would like to send out congratulations to one special student who has taken her leadership to a higher level as an area representative in FFA. Currently holding the president position of the Red Oak FFA and recently re-elected for the 2007-2008 school year, sophomore Emily Lord ran for a district officer position of the Corsicana Area 8 district. On Tuesday, May 1st, Emily, along with ag teachers Nicole Hoggett and Jerry Lewis, ventured to Corsicana in hopes of gaining Red Oak's first ever district office. In order to qualify, Emily, along with 12 other candidates, had to write an essay, complete a 180-question test over everything there is to know about the FFA organization, do an interview, as well as give a live speech to students from all towns of the Corsicana FFA district. Emily made Red Oak's name known as the first ever vice president of the Corsicana district. Only 8 of 12 candidates were elected, and Red Oak is very proud for one of their own. From all of us here at Hawkeye News, we are very pleased with what Emily has accomplished, and we look forward to hearing of all the great things she will be coming up with this next year in the FFA chapter and in the district as well.
It's always great to hear from our staff members who so proudly let us know about great things other staff members or students of Red Oak ISD are doing in our community. Recently, one of our favorite news sources, Miss Terry McAdams of Red Oak Elementary, brought us a wonderful story of how ROISD Public Relations Director Karen Miller spent a day teaching a group of wonderful young ladies about manners and much more. Miss McAdams, who is a Brownie Troop leader, told Hawkeye News that recently, members of Brownie Girl Scout Troop 530 earned their Manners Triad. With the help of retired Shields principal and current ROISD's Public Relations Coordinator Karen Miller and her daughter. The 14 first grade Brownie Girl Scouts enjoyed an afternoon of tea served on fine china with delicious delicacies, while earning their Manners Triad merit badge. The Brownie Girl Scouts will host a mother-daughter tea next month for their mothers and show them their good manners at a local tea room. Seen in the photos, Miss Miller serves sisters Mandy and Allie Hunter. We wanted to thank Miss McAdams, who has been a wonderful source of information for us from Red Oak Elementary this year, and also thanks to Miss Miller for giving of herself not only in her duties for Red Oak ISD, but for the growth of these young ladies outside the walls of Red Oak.
For many years, Red Oak High School has had a lot to brag about with its award-winning journalism department under the leadership of Mrs. Kathy Colvin. This year, both the yearbook and the newspaper have won the prestigious award of Distinguished Merit, which is equal to getting a 1 in the state of Texas in UIL. The competition team was led by double award winner Haley Crossman as well as seniors Melissa Schumann and Kim Minnick, who also brought home awards. The team brought home a 4th place finish overall. Mrs. Colvin is extremely proud of her students who spend literally hundreds of hours inside and outside of class putting together the school newspaper and yearbook. This year, the yearbook will be fully in color for the first time and will be out before the end of the year. Journalism is one of those classes that takes a true heart and dedication to the craft. If you are a student coming into high school and think you have what it takes to join this award-winning team, check with your academic counselors to talk to Mrs. Colvin. Great job to the newspaper and yearbook teams, and we look forward to seeing another classic ROHS yearbook later in this year.
That Mighty Hawk band can finally slow down after 10 straight months of working hard. They certainly deserve a little break before they get right back to work preparing for marching and competition season in the 07-08 school year. The band recently had another road trip as they competed in late April in the Galveston competition in Galveston, Texas. Mr. Thomas was once again pleased with the performance of the band and was happy to share the good news that your Red Oak High School band received a First Division superior rating at the contest in Galveston. The band was excited as they were able to perform at the old 1894 Grand Opera House. With many fine bands at the competition, once again our Mighty Hawk band led the way as they won Best in Class for the 4A division. Being the best has become pretty routine for this group of hard-working band students, band parents, and directors who have set the bar at an all-time high for the Mighty Hawk band. With great directors at the intermediate and junior high levels, as well as the high school, it's no wonder why Mr. Thomas can be smiling most of the time. Thanks again to Mr. Thomas for providing all those great photos from the Galveston competition and trip. In related news, great job to Red Oak Intermediate Band Director Miss Scott, who reported that the intermediate band recently received straight 1s at the Pride of Texas Festival held early in May. This is the best a band can get in this competition. Great work, band, and to all those future Mighty Hawk band members, we say best wishes on keeping the tradition this and prior bands have set here in Red Oak. We look forward to hearing much more in the 07-08 year ahead.
For the final time this year, we are honored to show off our great elementary and intermediate students and staff in this segment we call the Elementary Intermediate Report.
This year, we have had so much great news sent to us by staff members from each of the elementary schools. And along with the great news sent to us from Miss Debbie Temple, we'll jump right into this month's Elementary Intermediate Report with a look at the good times at all the annual kindergarten rodeos.
This year, several dads helped out at the Shields Elementary Kindergarten Rodeo, and the staff and students had a rip-roaring good time. The kids were able to visit areas such as the Roping with Raul Acosta, Branding and Cow Relay Race, panning for gold, haystacking relay race, sack races, corn shucking, which was later cooked and enjoyed at snack time, wagon ride, and a petting zoo. Mr. Johnny Day and Mr. Raul Acosta were two dads that really helped put the day together. Also, the Pony Party business generously donated their petting zoo and wagon.
Shields Elementary 4th graders recently held their annual Blue Bonnet Cafe. This event is held annual to raise money for the 4th graders' end of the year party. This has become a tradition at Shields and is something that the kids and the parents enjoy a great deal, while teaching valuable lessons of service to the kids and raising money.
Pictured are the May Magnificent 7 students from Red Oak Elementary. The Magnificent 7 is a monthly honor for students and staff at Red Oak Elementary, and it takes a great deal of hard work to become one of the Magnificent 7. Great job to all those who have had this great honor this year.
Cinco de Mayo was celebrated across many schools in our district this year, and none had more fun than the students and staff at Red Oak Elementary. Students were able to take a swing at a piñata, while others showed off their beautiful face paintings at ROE's Cinco de Mayo celebration on May 4th.
Hawkeye News would also like to say great job to Red Oak Elementary 2nd grade student Shauna Sweet of Red Oak Elementary. Shauna has competed in several Special Olympics and brought home medals in each event she participated in. Shauna won a silver medal in the 50-meter dash and a gold medal for the softball throw on April 24th at the local level and advanced to the area level, bringing home gold in both softball throw and 50-meter dash on Saturday, April 28th.
Wooden Elementary students recently found the recipe for good, clean fun. It's a mixture of kindergarten students, add some shaving cream, sight words for the week, and permission to create a mess. This equals lessons learned and clean tables. Good job, Wooden Kindergarten and teachers.
Recently, many students from Wooden Elementary enjoyed a wonderful day on their field trip to the Dallas Arboretum. It was a fun day for the kids, and they learned a great deal about plants and flowers. Students had a big day, and after lots of fun, good food, and learning, several students were even seen sleeping on the bus ride back to Red Oak, thanks to Mrs. Nancy Toney and other staff members who submitted the great photos from this trip.
Recently, the 2nd grade at Eastridge Elementary performed a wonderful musical called Lemonade. Music teacher Tracy Pitts shared these great photos and was very proud of the job the kids all did in the musical.
Also, at Eastridge, the kindergarten went on a fine arts field trip to see a marionette, Willy Wonka, at Slappy's Puppet Playhouse. The kids and staff had a great time.
And finally, Eastridge recently had a yo-yo assembly, and the whole school learned about making good choices and always trying your best.
In intermediate school news, we once again welcome this awesome story from our intermediate school writer Ellen Stanfield, who writes, on May the 4th, the 6th grade band went to the UIL, Universal Interscholastic League competition. The band did a great job. Way to go, ROI band. May 17th was the 5th grade field day as well as their end of the year party. They had a concession stand and everyone seemed to have a great time. May 18th was the 6th graders' turn as they also had their field day and end of the year parties. Thanks again, Ellen, for all your great stories this year.
With so much still happening at the junior high, we wanted to welcome back our junior high anchor, Chris McClure, to give us one final look at what's going on at the Red Oak Junior High in May.
So, Chris, how does it feel to be just days away from being a fish?
Well, it sounds pretty good, I guess, Leslie, compared to the alternative of staying another year in the 8th grade. And I was finally going to be nice to Brandon by congratulating him on being a state champ in literary prose, but since he was too busy to make the shoot, skip that. Let's wrap up my duties as junior high anchor in this month's Junior High in Review. May is a time to set the course for 2007-2008 in many organizations, and recently, Red Oak Junior High cheerleading sponsor, Mrs. June Burrow, was proud to let Hawkeye News know who will be pumping up the crowds at sporting events next year. The team will be led by head cheerleader 8th grader Stephanie Hudson, along with 8th grade co-captain Brianna Stratton, and Lieutenant 7th grader Marley Dickert. In other junior high news, we would like to congratulate those elected as the 2007-2008 Junior High Student Council. The new officers are President Will Temple, Vice President Kalia Wells, Secretary Stephanie Hudson, Treasurer Stephanie Gonzalez, and Store Manager Haley Sutton. Mrs. Ryan is the sponsor of the Student Council, and she'll have a great group to work with in 07-08. We'd like to wish good luck to those elected.
Today I'd like to introduce you to Miss Patterson. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Casey.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Clifton, Texas. It's about 35 miles north of Waco.
What university or college did you graduate from?
I went to Tarleton State University. It's in Stephenville, along with Ms. Knight and Ms. Powell.
What activities did you do in college or high school?
In high school, I was pretty much in all the sports. I was in band and also UIL academics. I was also, in college, I was in the marching band at Tarleton. I was in the wind ensemble, and I was in Tau Beta Sigma. I think I always wanted to teach. I was always used to working with kids and enjoyed that. I taught 2 years in Milford, and then I taught 2 years in DeSoto, and I worked for Sylvan Learning Center for a while. I teach 8th grade math and then 7th grade athletics. I like working with the kids, and I like working with the people, and just watching the kids be able to get the concepts that we've been working on. I go to pretty much any sporting event I can when I can afford it, and then I enjoy hanging out with my friends and reading.
Is there any piece of information you'd like to share with us?
Well, when I was in college, I went to Ireland and got to march in the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Well, thank you for doing Hawkeye News. Thanks
No
for
problem.
being here.
That'll do it for my final junior high in review. And I'd like to again thank our junior high reporters, Roseanne Foster and Hanana Saley, who will be moving up to the high school next year with me, and offer best wishes to Casey Bird and Wade Regas, who will join a new cast of junior high reporters next year. Best wishes Mr. Watson on his retirement, and thanks to all those who've turned on your televisions this year to allow us to bring you the news from the junior high. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Chris, to you and the other junior high team members who have done an outstanding job this year. Good luck next year.
See you in August, Chris.
Sports with Curtis Kelsey.
For Curtis, this final shoot is a little bit bittersweet, I'm sure, and we wish you the best at college as you move on to the next level. It's been great working with you here at Hawkeye News.
We certainly are going to miss you, Curtis, and it will be different tossing it over to someone else in the Sports Center next year. But for now, I'm sure there's more sports action taking place. So Curtis, go ahead and give us an update from the world of Hawk sports one last time.
Thanks, Katie. It's really been a lot of fun working with you as well. But you're right, there's still a lot of important news from the world of sports. And I will catch you up on all of it right after a word from our sponsor.
This month's Hawkeye News Sports is brought to you by Danny Humphreys at State Farm.
Hello, Hawk and Lady Hawks sports fans. It's sports time. Now that all the sports have officially ended for the year for our Hawks and Lady Hawks, it's time to look back and reflect on another great season for some of our sports teams. But this month we kick it off with a look at a few individuals who took their talents all the way to the state tournaments. While many who know freshman Carly Deer knew she was a great golfer, very few would have expected that any freshman would have been competing in the state golf tournament. With so many talented golfers from the Metroplex, even getting to regionals is a big task. But Carly was not intimidated, and after winning regionals, she went on to finish near the middle of the pack at the state tournament. You can bet the world of high school golf has taken note of the name Carly Deer, the fantastic freshman from Red Oak who will certainly be back to contend the next 3 years for a state championship. Congratulations to Carly and to Coach Garcia, and the rest of the Lady Hawks golf team. Not to mention another solid season by Coach Williams and the boys team as well this year. I'm sure Zach will have much more next year on the golf program that just keeps getting stronger on Red Oak. While many may have been surprised to see a golfer at state from Red Oak, there was not much of a shock to see the name Carter at the state track and field championships May 11th and 12th. After state championships by sisters Michelle and Dee Dee Carter, the track world had to make room for another state qualifier, Michael Carter Jr., who is the younger brother of Michelle and Dee Dee and the son of former state and Olympic champion Michael Carter Sr. Michael, who is only a junior, placed first in shot put at the regional meet with a throw of 57 feet 6.5 inches. Michael was followed closely by teammate Corwin Pace, who finished fourth with a throw of 53 feet 10.5 inches. Corwin would not be left out of the state tournament, as he finished second, which qualified him for state in discus with a throw of 172 feet 11 inches. Michael would go on to finish third at the state meet in shot, while Corwin would finish second in discus. The efforts of Michael and Corwin allowed Red Oak to finish 9th place in regionals out of 36 teams represented. Great job, Michael and Corwin, and best wishes as you come back to go for those state titles next year as seniors. Hawkeye News would also like to congratulate Lady Hawks track star Brittany Solomon, who also competed in the regional meet in Denton. Brittany finished a strong 6th place in both the 100 and 200 meter events. The The best news is that Brittany is only a sophomore and will certainly be working towards qualifying for a state championship next couple of years. Another Red Oak High School student athlete who has inked their scholarship to play next year is soccer standout Kelly Abrego, who recently signed her letter to play next season at Wayland Baptist College in Plainview, Texas. Kelly will be playing for new head coach Shiloh Posey, who looks to start a new winning tradition at Wayland Baptist. Kelly was an all-district selection and should be ready to move right into the starting lineup with the Pioneers this fall. Coach Norrell has said many great things about Kelly's level of commitment, hard work, ethic, and she has no doubt that Kelly will excel at the college level, just as she has at the high school level the past 4 years. It's always great to hear about our students signing scholarships in athletics, and we are sure more will be signing in the coming weeks. We also wanted to thank Coach Heath Autry for passing on some great news on all district selections for 15 4A baseball. The Hawks were once again well represented in all district selections, and while the team was disappointed to have finished one game out of the playoffs, they had to be happy that they landed 8 members on this year's team on the all-district team. First team all-district seniors included senior pitcher Chad McClin, senior infielder Trent McKinney, senior outfielder AJ Saccone. Second team selections included senior pitcher Clint Brown, along with sophomore infielder Colby Kissinger. Seniors Nick Ashford and Aaron Brewer joined sophomore Taylor Curry as honorable mention selections. At this time, Hawkeye News has been told that Chad, AJ, Clint, Nick, and Aaron have signed to play baseball in college next year, while Trent is weighing his options at press time. Congratulations to Coach Autry and all the Hawks for an exciting season, and best wishes to all the underclassmen who will be working hard this offseason to prepare for the 08 season.
Thanks, Curtis, and congratulations on your theater scholarship. Good luck next year in Weatherford.
Graduation coming up on June 2nd, seniors certainly know that this is the most important day on their upcoming calendar.
Yes, Katie, but also May 10th was another important night in the lives of 52 seniors who were awarded over $151,000 in the local scholarships at the annual Senior Night Awards held at the high school. While it was evident who the students were who worked hard on scholarship applications, it was great to see some outstanding students gracing the stage many times to receive awards. It appeared that Hadit president Erica Muhammad was the big winner of the night, as she was called to the stage 14 times during the ceremony to receive scholarship awards. We congratulate Erica and all those who won awards. Hawkeye News is sponsored and supported by the parent organization of Project Success Drug Education Parents Committee. And Chief Lindsay and Parent Committee President Linda Hamill were also very honored to present Project Success Scholarship to Alicia Suarez, Melody Haynes, and Cameron Hawkins. Also presented by Project Success was a $500 Shattered Dreams Scholarship sponsored by Alan J. Oliver Productions to Brooke Gant, along with a Hadit Outstanding Student Scholarship to Erica Muhammad for $1,000 and a special Project Success Steve Kent Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to this year's recipient, our very own sports anchor, Curtis Kelsey. Many students were recognized at the ceremony, and one of those mentioned as a recent state champion was our very own Hawkeye News co-anchor Brandon Scott, who won the state championship in prose at the state competition recently held. Mrs. Deal was the staff sponsor and coach, and she could not say enough great things about Brandon, and all of those who work with him feel the same way about him. He's an awesome guy, and we wish him all the best at Weatherford Junior College next year.
It was mentioned many times, but we would be remiss if we did not once again publicly thank Miss Pat Cleveland and the outstanding Red Oak High School Counseling Department for all their hard work in helping provide these scholarships.
Congratulations to all those who received awards and to all those businesses who financially support the academics of Red Oak High School students. We are so blessed to live in a community that cares so much about its youth, and to each of those who presented financial scholarships, thank you. And thanks again to Miss Cleveland for working so hard to obtain these scholarships.
Also, a special thanks to our academic dean, Miss Susie Taylor, for all her hard work on the awards program, and to all our principals and assistant principals for your hard work and dedication in our academic success.
It's hard to believe that any of us professional reporters would ever make mistakes. It does happen from time to time.
Yes, Leslie, it actually happens more than our viewing audience would ever know because of the awesome editing of Mr. Oliver. But while he protects us most of the time, he has little trouble bringing out some of those hidden mistakes in this segment that is very popular with our viewing audience. So let's just grin and take our punishment with this year's final bloopers and blunders.
Since football, volleyball, and cross-country season... Country?
Thanks, Chris. I'm Roseanne Foster, behind the... Okay, I'm so used to that, though. I read it 3 times.
Good morning. My name is Joe Moore. I'm sophomore counselor here at Waxahachie High School.
We would like to congratulate our Lady Hawks volleyball team, who made it volleyball.
Red Oak Junior High will have a very successful year.
And I'm Trey Curry, back down to you in this Curtis studio.
We wish you all a very happy holiday.
To make up for that, we are saving those reports, and we'll...
Which Hollywood has brought into...
That's gonna be great. That's gonna be great. I like it. Okay.
What make
We would continue to ask that your... Since
3, 2, win. Win.
3-2 win!
3-2 win!
Good morning. I am Joe Moore, sophomore counselor at Waxahachie.
With the exception of a 3-1.
Who has once again been honored by the Johnsons as one of our...
Or you can write to us at HawkeyeNews@redogisd.org.
But for now, I'm Zach Coombs.
And I'm Trey Curry. Go, lady. Okay.
Including our first reporter,
Everyone who attended had a great time as they listened to music and enjoyed the spaghetti and...
Reporting from...
As school ended in May, we were keeping our eye on some special students from Red Oak as well as on our auto...
Thanks to how... why am I messing up now?
That's right, Katie. The first half bloopers and blunders. Those things are wonderful.
Also, to all those...
As the Hawks gave fans lots to cheer about.
This year's theme was Western, and it could have... Man.
As 3, 2, 1.
Hello, West Campus. This month I take it... I need to spell my gum.
Where a lot of construction is going on to replace the dressing rooms that had to be torn down after some serious structure problems were found...
It looks great, Curtis. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking...
At 469-437-6837, or you can write to us at HawkeyeNews@redogisd.org.
And one of those people I would need to stay in good with is our very own Miss Tier, who has once again...
Welcome to this Christmas...
September was...
This year, I will be bringing you student life stories, those that show just what an awesome district we have with great teachers, administrators, and of course, outstanding students.
Welcome to this Christmas...
We also want to remind you that we would really love to hear from you. So if you have any news ideas, comments, or...
And scholarship applications. Cameron, will you... Golly.
We probably should have.
This holiday season, Hawkeye News... Hawkeye News! I'm hungry!
This year, I hope to bring my fellow freshmen lots of news and information to help us all become successful high school students.
Let's welcome Jennifer and...
That's right, Katie. The first half bloopers and blunders.
There's one.
You're
already gotten 2 just trying to
introduce it.
Thanks, Curtis. Zach will join me shortly as we are on the homecoming.
We have a great show for you this month.
Winter break is just...
Yeah.
Yes, the hot thumb.
First, let me say again, it's not good only to be in...
Thanks to all our...
We have a great show for you this month.
What?
Reporting for Hawkeye.
Many teachers and administrators were recently shocked.
We have a great staff of teachers and office staff to help at the... Reporting for Hawkeye News, I'm Hanali. That's my own name.
So let's get started as this month's
One of the things that makes this floor so great, especially for those working in these booths close by.
Oh, good. Blooper though. Slow down a bit, Greg. That's good though. I like that.
As we were
I get going and on a roll, and then I get nervous and screw up. Okay.
Today, behind me is the annual Dog Day Afternoon, an event that is to raise awareness.
Okay, that's cool, but don't move.
I'm Katie Stanglin.
I'm right.
That does it for our Christmas edition of Hawkeye News for the year 2006. Remember, if you would like to contact us, give us a call.
On another note, we are now celebrating.
We would like to welcome our new teachers, and I skipped a line.
For all your help in keeping us.
And Project Success Drug Education has a way to help you purchase, and I don't even like that one. It's pretty awesome branding.
Hey,
Branding.
This month, I will bring a full story.
Back to you, Coach Edelman. Hang on. All right.
I need complete silence to work, please. Please.
Oh, sorry. Okay, can we start over?
Congratulations to Miss Tier, and thanks for all the time you put into the making part is not there.
So we want to welcome back our returning reporters, India Fernandez and Catherine Martinez, as well as
We wish you all a very happy
We hope that in this season of Thanksgiving and Christmas that all of the
But with the end of 06 comes the reality that we're
As you will hear in a special report, the elementary school... Oh, geez. Said elementary, not intermediate.
It's pretty awesome branding having...
We wish you all a very happy... Why am I saying happy?
This year I will be bringing you student life stories, those that show you just how... So we will check in on our ROI in September to see what... This month, I will take a look at a special...
That was very convincing.
3, 2, 1. We thank the
board. I'm Katie and I'm Katie. Whoa, that's interesting.
You ever find yourself
We all look forward to...
That's all right.
Ow now, brown cow. Ow now, brown cow.
You have to do that sometime.
You may email photos or stories to our junior high advisor, Miss Katrina.
Good luck, Lady Hawks and Hawks sports fan. Lady Hawks and Hawks sports fan.
Yeah, actually, one of them I thought
I don't find it humorous. I don't find this humorous at all.
If parents, teachers, and students all take an active role in that.
First, we go to a new reporter who many.
Scotty! Welcome to this first edition.
I was waiting for 2 and 1. I'm sorry.
It's time once again to check in with our new No, I said once again.
Oh, high five. Neato gang. You need what? Yeah. Neato gang.
Neato.
I'm sorry. Might be in trouble for that.
There are a couple of new programs our Hawks football teams have started to show.
Congratulations to the Lady Hawks on their great championship season, and I will champion you.
And for being such a positive role model from the world of sports and for all of us in the district. And your
Not only for yourself, but for those who you...
It was a lot of fun, and it was great to see such a large and enthusiastic crowd. We hope to see those same crowds on upcoming senior... What?
What? I missed it. What happened?
Thanks, Kate.
It's been a while. Thanks.
Zach will join me shortly.
Welcome, Jennifer.
Thanks, Katie and Brandon. Sorry. The holidays are here.
You do.
This night of live brand...
Grandma. Shuck the corn. Shuck the corn. Shuck the corn, then you pop the corn. Pop the corn. Pop the corn. Pop the corn and freeze.
Get you up on the action after all.
Congratulations to Miss Kelly, Miss Brooks.
I totally wasn't ready for that.
We will bring you more from the...
Happy New Year, guys. It's 2007, and what a beta...
While working hard to prevent any such crisis.
But this month, we bring you an award from one student whose home is okay.
You can write to us at HawkeyeNews@RedOakISD.org or give us a call at 469-437-6837. And don't forget to check us out 24/7 at www. Your sound interrupted my flow!
I'm Jennifer Terry at Red Oak... Okay. Congratulations to all our hard...
We would like to thank all the teachers who invited us into your classrooms, and to all those students we visited with. We hope you someday will be the... What?
And pay close attention to this crime report as we talk about...
But before she gets away from the WC, Dang it.
I'm Roseanne Foster in Red Oak Junior High.
We thank all our viewers for watching.
While school is coming to a close, sports is still in full swing around ROHA.
It's been a great year.
We will update you on the
I'm Katie Stanglin.
And I'm Brandon Scott. Until next time, thanks for watching. What?
Like partner Zach here.
My partner Zach.
I'm Hanani Saley. Hear how they will be blah, blah, blah.
But with the ladies and the Hawks,
It's hard to believe that any of us professional reporters would ever make mistakes. It does happen from time to time.
Yes, Leslie. It actually happens more than our beauty.
I will have information and discuss the estimated cost of the bond and sorry.
The project is about 40% complete, according to construction...
Okay. See you next month. I'm Lexi Below, and that's what's up at the WC. Back
I'd like to introduce you to Miss Baldry.
Patterson!
I'm Bert Gant, just outside the Education Foundation office at the Acorn Academy.
Thanks, Katie and Brandon. Yes, within the beginning...
You may have read it. 23. Alright.
It's easier to say looking at that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
We hope many will try out for our spots to keep the strong tradition alive.
This month we take a look back at one of the best overall years.
It's time to turn it over to junior high anchor Chris McClure to see what's happening these days at the junior high.
How are things going, Chris?
Things are going great, guys. I'm busy as you.
It's going pretty good here so far, Curtis. Now kick things off.
This year, the one-act team in 8th grade
Got it. You get it.
Okay.
And we sincerely thank them for keeping us on track to achieve our...
One of these groups facing some hard work this semester is our one-act theater actors, who
Many students need as much daylight as they can get to keep...
And as for you, Zach, good luck. To follow me.
See you next month. I'm Lexi Below, and that's what's up with the Dirty C. Back to you guys.
The target date for... Okay. QRS TV. WXYNC. Now I know my...
If you missed any of our reports or need more information on the Hawkeye News team,
Nancy. Oh, it's good.
I'm gonna miss this.
Reporting for my final time here on Hawkeye News, I'm Britt Gant.
Until next time, I'd rate Wade. I am Wade.
and one of those is
Coming soon, parents will be able to check out.
They'll be able to check out.
Moved from the assistant principal's office at the high school to the principal's office at the junior high.
What the heck was that? Oh, that's a spider.
It's been a great year.
It's been a great year. Things have started off pretty well for the Lady Hawks varsity baseball team, and we're now working hard to keep the playoff tradition alive. Softball.
Thanks, Katie and Brandon. This freshman... What?
For Curtis, I'm sure this final shirt.
Watch it.
Or if you know someone, you know. Or if you know someone.
And I was finally going to be nice to Brandon by congratulating him on being state champ in Liberty Pro. It's great being part of the Hawkeye.
That's great.
So we're gonna jump right.
We'll give you a scoop on the Lady Hawks and.
Because it can increase parental initiative.
That'll do it for my final junior high review. Yeah.
And that's all I have to say about that.
It has really been a great year working with you, Brandon and Curtis, and we will certainly miss you guys along with senior reporter Brooke Gant and senior sports reporter Trey Curry. You all have been so much fun to work with and have done such a great job in setting the bar high for those of us returning next season.
And thanks to Alan and Kimberly once again for putting your heart and dedication into helping us bring the great news on an awesome school district.
And I would also like to say thanks to all who have supported me over the years. And send my best wishes to you, Zach, as you take over as a sports anchor. I know you will do a great job next year.
We also want to remind you that we would really love to hear from you. So if you have any news ideas, comments, or suggestions, you can write to us at hawkeyenews@redokeisd.org or give us a call at 469-437-6837. And don't forget to check us out 24/7 at www.hawkeye-news.com if you missed any of our reports or need more information on the Hawkeye News team.
I'm Curtis Kelsey.
I'm Leslie Rangel.
And I'm Katie Stanglin.
Thanks for watching.
And make it a great day.
And have a happy summer.